Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Go!
Hello and welcome to What's on Tap podcast, your weekly podcast news for beer needs thingy majig.
Nailed it. No notes. Continuing on.
Best intro ever.
All right, so I'm Stefan.
I'm your host, Martin.
And we're joined once again by the magical voice of pure sex, Bjorn.
The ethereal creature.
Yes.
Hello. Ooh.
Yeah, see, there you go.
ASMR.
I know, I'm so hard right now.
You always are.
Hello.
You always are when we record.
I know, it's what you do to me. But today we have a couple of just random beers that we found. One from
Sweden.
From Batch Brewing, which we've recently discovered was another beer brewery and has become...
They renamed from Barkarby Brewery.
Yeah, Barkarby Bryggeri or Brewing. So.
Yep. And the reason I picked this one is we've covered quite a few IPAs recently on the show. But this one is from they've only got like 6 beers released. And this kind of just came out swinging with really high ratings. So I was like, well, that's fun. We should definitely try this one. And then the other one is from Funky Floyd. And if you know what Funky Floyd is, then you kind of know we're going to get some sort of crazy ass fruit flavored gelato, something or another.
Yes. So the beer from Batch Brewing is called This Side Up, and it points down, meaning that you should, and I did, put it in the fridge upside down.
You did. You followed the instructions well.
Yes. So that any sediment, etc. isn't at the bottom when you end up pouring the beer.
Right. Which is how I store my IPAs at home, which I started doing like a year ago. Because I was like, look, all of this sediment and all of the good stuff is at the bottom. You never get to that. So if you store it upside down, it should You're a true trailblazer. Everyone has taken after you. Thank you. I'm glad you see my value finally. So this comes in at 8.5%. And let us jump into this bad boy.
Do we know any hops?
Nothing on the can that I could see. Although the can label is written upside down. It is a collaboration between 3 other breweries or companies, but I can't tell what they are.
And the internet doesn't. He turned it upside down.
The whole label's upside down, so I'm trying to read it. It just says it's got like corn malt, wheat malt, oat malt, and that's it. Nothing else on
Doesn't say anything on that.
No. So Batch Brewing, formerly known Barkarby, they are from the Swedish town city of Järfälla. Is it really? So Batch Brewing times The Handyman, SBM, and Grildarens Ölskojeri. I don't think those are actually breweries. I think they're just like
places they want to promote.
Grilldårens Ölskojeri. I'm on tap here and see a chap called Jon Palmqvist who has commented on a check-in on this beer, and apparently he has been involved in this.
Ooh.
And on his
so maybe there's some
on
home
his
brewers
tap,
or something.
It says Grilldårens Ölskojeri.
Okay. Well, let's give this bad boy a whiff because it smells really hoppy on the nose. It's got a really nice, fresh hop scent, I think, to it. I mean, this is definitely a murk bomb, as they say. Very murky, hazy.
It does smell good.
Yeah.
Let's
All
try
right.
it.
Cheers. Wow. Really dry finish. Really kind of a edgy bitterness to it at the end. It doesn't go into grapefruit, but it definitely has a bitter edge in the finish, which is quite nice because the upfront is very fluffy vanilla kind of. A little sweetness to it.
Found it a bit harsh. Like it's almost a bit too green.
It's right on the edge, I think.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. This is, again, we talked about this before we started podcasting about how things in cans have a longer shelf life than they used to when everything was in bottles. And so you don't have to have something like 3 weeks old and then it's like trash. Now it's be like 2 months and you're still getting a pretty nice hop profile. And I think this one could go a couple of weeks still to kind of settle a little bit more in the can. I think it's really good as it is, but I think there's going to be a sweet spot in about a week and a half, 2 weeks where it's going to be really outstanding.
So right now it's sold out at Systembolaget, and as of recording, it says that it will be back tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Back in stock
so
tomorrow.
They're going to restock, all right.
Okay. I do think it's really good.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as good as the Untapped average.
The Untapped average is over 4.
4.41.
4.41. That would put it up amongst the world-class beers.
Yes.
That tells me that it hasn't really disseminated into the masses yet.
15 chickens so far.
15 chickens.
18.
All right.
18.
18
Well.
now. Okay. Wow.
There.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's still pretty low.
That
so
is-
I can see where you're right now. We're still dealing with friends and lovers,
Yes. Yeah.
neighbors and
Definitely.
cousins.
Definitely.
And in some cases,
It's like
those are all
when
the
we
same
rate
thing.
Marcus beer.
Well,
No.
the friends with benefits bump there, yeah.
No, but I haven't been up to speed the last years. What's been pushed out the Systembolaget of the Swedish beers, because I kind of lost interest in because it was all the same and nothing really exciting. But a few years ago, when Barkarby showed up for the first time, and I ordered that beer called In Between, something like that.
Yeah.
And they had the Aronia Saison. And it's like, wow, this is a brewery that need to be looking out for. And then it's like, what happened? So
This happened.
this happened.
Yeah.
But apparently it's only like 6 beers on tap so far, or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm curious. I want to see more because there is really good potential in this.
Yeah, I mean, this beer is very well made, and I agree. I feel like I'm looking forward to what they're doing next. And I think they've done a really smart job with the packaging here as well, which kind of sets them apart from the other beers on the shelves.
I'm ready to go 4.25 on this one.
I'm not going to go quite that high. I'm going to go, 4-ish. Could be a 375, but I think it's really good.
Yeah, it's a 375 for me. I can go higher than that. It's a bit too harsh.
It's a little green in the finish, and I agree with you on that one.
I've always been more lenient towards green finish.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what Systembolaget says about the flavor?
Sure.
So, translating, an apparent bitterness and a small sweetness. There are notes of pineapple, sponge cake, pine needles, mango, white pepper, and grapefruit.
I guarantee you they did not write that.
Do you get the white pepper?
This is like a fortune cookie, a randomizer.
Yeah.
So sponge cake, sockerkaka.
Yeah. I mean, I can kind of go, like, I get it on the front notes. It's a little vanilla, a little sugary. But then when you get into, like, pine needles and white pepper, I'm like, all right, now you're just really, like, throwing in shit.
I don't get
point.
any pine.
Yeah.
Maybe slight pine, but white pepper, come on.
Yeah.
Like,
But yeah, like,
It's all white pepper. What are you talking about?
oh, that would be tough. Well, that's such a little dab will do you a white pepper. That's a really strong spice. But you know what you're saying about, like, the Malmo beer scene or the Swedish beer scene, there is only like 5 breweries, and then there's like a lot of other things that you don't really care about. So there's kind of like what is it? It's like Stigbrigetts, OO, Omnipolo, sometimes Dugas, depending on what they're doing, and Feminista, depending on what they're doing.
You mean Fermentera?
Fermentera.
Feministas also exist.
Yes, I know. Sorry.
They're much smaller.
Fermentera. And what's it called? Maria Torgets?
Yeah.
Those are like 6. Those are the 6. Really? I mean, sure. They don't really put out bad beers, but they just kind of put out a variation on a theme.
Yeah.
I mean, they're usually pretty good.
Which one is
Apex?
Apex.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of hit or miss on theirs. I don't always go for their beers, but
you mentioned Dugges. Dugges is only good when they're stouts.
Everything else they put out some okay IPAs.
You forgot our
Frosty Beer Brewing.
Oh, Frosty Beer.
And Helia also, of course.
Yeah, Helia. But okay, so I love Helia, but they're on that second tier of like there's certain breweries where you're almost always going to buy what they put out, or they're the hyped beers that people are going to go for. And then there's a second tier like Elm 11 and Helia and maybe Brequeria if they ever put out stuff again. And, there's another smattering of, which is a larger circle of things, but they're not like, you have to have those beers. Those are not the ones people are going after every time.
Right. There's a northern brewer that I've never tried, Winterland. And they're apparently really good. And like when Marcus was up in the north, he tried them and I think he gave them good ratings. But you can't order them to here. Yeah. They're locally available only.
Yeah. Really? I mean, and I love Frosty Beard, but he's not releasing a system blog outside of the Mama I Love You 2025, which was a collab with Helia. Right. But if you're at Beer Ditch, odds are you're going to find one of his beers on tap.
You have had Winterland, Martin.
Oh, which
because
one?
He started as a home brewer. We have had Winterland beers here at your place.
Wow.
3 Winterland beers.
What were they called then?
Winterland Home Brewery. So, so he's like the northern of Marcus.
Winterland Home Brewery.
So you have tried Winterland.
Yeah.
Because when you said it, I remember this. Because it was really good home brewery.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that
he's gone on to become more professional.
Step.
Yeah.
So
that's really great to hear. All right. So Bjorn, where can we find you on?
No, we still have one beer.
Sorry. It's 12 minutes. I feel like we've been going on forever. We have more beer. You're right. Sorry, we don't want to cut this short.
That's the wrong can.
It looks like the other can. Okay, so
Stefan is drunk with the disorder.
Drunk with power. So the Gelato XTREME ice cream sour called Blue Velvet, 8% by volume, and it is a banana, blueberry, and ube jams.
What's ube?
If only we had somebody to look that up. But yet, no one has a phone in front of them, which would give them the ability to.
Where's an AI when you need it?
UBE.
Ube.
And it is a collab between Funky Fluid and Beer Bastards.
Ube jam. Ube purple jam.
Yeah, it's a purple thing that I think it's
a Philippines.
Japanese, is it Southeast Asia?
Ube halaya is a Philippine dessert made from boiled and mashed purple jam.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. Ube.
All right. And this is a purple beer. Smells...
It's called Blue Velvet.
Yep. It is very blue. It is very...
But it's the same...
Why not Purple Rain, if you want to go movie titles?
Why are blueberries called blueberries when they're obviously purple?
The many mysteries of life.
There is no blue food. The rich own all the blue food because it grants immortality.
All right, so how would you describe the smell of this?
Keeping the blue food from us. Listen to me, people! Sheeple!
Almost like grape kind of smell.
It does smell a little bit like grape.
Yeah.
Like grape...
like grape jam.
Yeah.
Like grape... Yeah, not like grape as in grapefruit.
No.
Yeah. So I had to clarify that for sweets.
Cheers.
Right, cheers. It tastes purple.
It does. Purple.
The purple tastes purple. The snozzberry tastes like snozzberries.
It tastes jammy.
It
does.
Blue purple.
It is very jammy.
Yeah.
It's extremely jammy, but it's not...
Was there bananas in it?
Sweet.
There is bananas in this. Did you get banana?
I get banana. In the aftertaste.
Yeah, you have a slight note. Yeah, the banana skids. Dry banana feel.
For me, it's more of the mouthfeel. Feels very, like, banana smoothie.
Yep.
But I don't feel really banana in the flavor that much.
I definitely get it in the aftertaste.
I don't got a lot to say about this one. It's tart, but it's not really a flavor in any particular direction. It's sweet. It's easy to drink, but it's really a pass. Over, I mean, like
$3.75.
Yeah.
It's decent. I don't think I want to finish like a whole can. Of
Oh
this
no, that'd be
myself.
really tough to do.
I would love to, like, give the chef that I know a can of this and who makes his own ice cream from beer.
That'd be really good.
Yeah,
I think it's
and
a really
it would
good.
be
Well, I mean, it
perfect.
is a Gelato Extreme. So
Yeah, it is. So
ice cream sour,
How strong was it? 8?
8%. Yeah. This is like a 3.5 for me. It's drinkable. It's tasty, but it's nondescript, and I have no need to.
we have
Drink
tried
it.
so many of the Funky Fluid Gelato beers over the years. And
Yeah.
They're quite similar.
they're quite similar. Some are more fun and interesting
Yeah.
than others. This doesn't qualify in the top tiers. It's not bad. It's quite drinkable, but
I think we're all damning it with faint praise. It's like, yeah, it's all drinkable, but it's not something we want to do very often. And it makes me wish it was Vault City, because then that would be really something.
Yeah.
Whether you love it or hate it, Vault City is definitely taking a stand on flavors, and you're going to taste those flavors.
I love Vault City.
Yeah.
I like Funky Food better than Vault City.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
These are fighting words.
I mean,
Yes.
I feel like we need to discontinue our podcast.
Podcast
and
over.
bring in Bjorn. Bring in Bjorn instead.
What? Why? How? Why? Warum?
There are so many Vault City beers that I drink and then I realize I don't like this.
No, I'm not saying I like everything Vault City does, and quite often I don't like what they do, and I think their flavor profiles are absolutely horrendous sometimes. But when you try that beer, you're like, yeah, I get everything that they're wanting me to taste. Should it have been a beer that was ever created? Probably not. But at least, what they say is on the label is what you're going to taste usually.
I mean, it's like Nazi parking. Sure, as a concept, I get it, but I know I don't want it. I mean, but the Funky Fluid.
But what if everyone was dressed up like Himmler? Would that
But
that work for
it's
you?
a concept that I can grasp, but I don't want it. Funky Fluid never lets me down. This is a 375, but I could easily drink half of this can. So sharing it with one other person makes it completely acceptable. There are Vault City beers where after the first 2 sips, I can't even give it away. I mean, it's they're just broken, some of them. Some of them are really good, but you can't have a brewery where some are 4+ and some are 1 or lower. That doesn't work.
I mean, there's a lot of breweries that exist on that range.
And I think they should.
I agree. They need to be more consistent.
You have a case.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I think
But I haven't had the broken Vault City.
I think that the problem is that you consider that a default, and I consider it an admirable trait, even if I don't like the beer that they're doing.
But I don't remember. Is Vault City a one-trick pony, or do they do IPAs and stouts like Funky Fluid does? Also?
They do mostly fruit flavors and stouts and sours. I don't think I've tried an IPA from.
I've had stouts from Vault City.
I know Vault City.
I had 51 Vault City. But you're rating low to high. And there are a few too. Oh, coffee poached pear praline crumble.
Yeah.
Mountain Brew. That was terrible.
Yeah.
Centaur Skies, the 10% peanut butter chocolate toffee Scottish strawberries.
Yeah. So, like I said, they really throw a lot of. They're really throwing everything in the tank there a lot of times.
Guava banana banoffee toffee smoothie. Oof.
Well, all right. So we're hitting our 20-minute mark here, and now we're just rambling on
Now
Vault City beer styles. We're not even talking coherently anymore. I think we'll just
we're
wrap
not
this
even
up.
Drinking Vault City. How did you get me on this diatribe?
It was so easy.
You brought it up.
Man shouts at cloud. Rah, 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 rah.
Basically. So I think we all agree this was good, not great. Both of these were kind of a fun experiment, and I think
375 for me.
Yeah, it's the overall rating of the episode. 375.
The Funky Fluid. I don't think I rated it.
Oh, I thought you gave it a 3.5, or maybe that was me. I think I gave it a 3.5.
I don't remember. It was so long ago. So.
I know we got into this Vault City, recipe ingredient reading here.
The podcast episode gets 5 out of 5.
I mean, as always.
Yeah.
Okay.
Best podcast.
Bjorn, where can we find you online?
On Bjorn Guiden on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
All right. And you can find us on what'sontappodcast.com, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, YouTube, and wherever you find podcast. Like and subscribe, and tell someone that you know, possibly the person sitting next to you on the bus or the train or in your car.
Just shout out in the bus or the train, "What's on Tap Podcast?" And people will say, "Wow, he is a man of culture."
Or what I would really recommend is just writing what'sontappodcast.com on stick-it notes, and then just post them wherever you're going.
Yes.
So until next time.